an unbelievable season for the Tennessee Vols football team. They made it to the college football playoffs and got a chance to play Ohio State in Columbus. News 5's Lauren Bradford and Cole Johnson were in Columbus and join us now with a recap.
This segment is sponsored by Food City, the official supermarket of the Vols.
Well, on a cold December night, it was the Tennessee Vols nation that just got colder in a loss in the college football playoff first round. Cole Johnson, Lauren Bradford in the morning after where Tennessee Vols season ends. And we're going to run you through how this all started. And it kind of started just a snowball effect on a cold night from the very first minute. As just on the very first Ohio State drive, it was a third down sack by Bryson Eason that would be wiped out by an inadvertent face mask that gave Ohio State the automatic first down. Just 2 plays later, it was Will Howard finding Jeremiah Smith for the touchdown, a quick strike, and then Quinshon Judkins would rush one in for the Buckeyes, followed by a third touchdown by Travion Henderson, and a Vols defense that gave up just 20 points 2 times this year, gave up 21 in the first quarter. Later on, Nico Iamaleava would get a massive touchdown just before the break to pull the Vols within 11 going into halftime. But in the second half, it was all Ohio State. The Buckeyes come away with the big 42-17 win.
We kind of knew that there were going to be some keys to this game. A big one of those on offense was going to be Dylan Sampson. He had 2 carries for 6 yards, 1 catch for 2 yards. That's all that the Vols saw out of him production-wise. He was sidelined most of the game with a hamstring injury, and it showed.
We knew Dylan wasn't at 100%. We knew he was going to go early and he was going to give it a shot. Whenever that guy's not at 100%, he's, SEC Offensive Player of the Year, right, he makes everything go. So losing him and actually not even having him at full speed was tough, but that's part of the job. Is when you're not healthy, when you're not 100%, what are you going to do to get the job done? We didn't get it done tonight.
That second key on the defensive side was going to be shutting down those Ohio State wide receivers. Clearly, that did not happen in the game. 317 yards through the air for the Buckeyes.
Yeah, and that's a huge point that we talked about earlier this week. It was what we kind of talked about on Friday leading up to this. I think the big key was, can Tennessee's defense do what Michigan did to Ohio State here a couple weeks ago?
And you saw it on all levels, and not just the defensive backs giving up those explosive plays. The front was not able to get penetration like they had typically seen. No sacks today. That obviously played a part. You got to put pressure on the quarterback, and with that absence, things just spiraled very quickly for the Vols.
I think they just executed at a higher level than us. I mean, we had the opportunities to make a couple plays and just weren't able to capitalize on it, so just execution.
So as the great 2024 run for the Vols comes to an end, to put some more salt in the wound, this marks the 22nd straight road loss to a top 10 ranked team, Lauren.
Yeah, obviously the Vols super excited to be in the college football playoff. Now it's about elevating and taking it to the next level and being able to pick up those crucial road wins when it matters.
All right, for now, that's it. The Buckeyes are moving on to Pasadena to play Oregon in the Rose Bowl, and Tennessee's season comes to a close. Another 10-win year for Josh Heupel and company, though. Reporting from Ohio Stadium in Columbus, for Lauren Bradford, I'm Cole Johnson, News 5 WCYB.
The end of the season also meant the end of a career for one local standout.
It was on myself, my family betting on me.
When Tennessee Volume, A Season to Remember returns, Lauren Bradford goes one-on-one with Dane Davis. Plus, we'll look back on some of our favorite stories of the season.
What if you could whiten your teeth by simply brushing your teeth? Now you can with Smile Actives, the teeth whitening breakthrough that safely gets your teeth white and keeps them white every day, just by brushing your teeth.
I never thought that whitening my teeth could be so easy. I just put the gel on the brush, the toothpaste on it, brush, and I can see my white teeth.
Simply add Smile Actives to any toothpaste, and our patented PolyClean technology activates into a powerful microfoam that penetrates into the enamel surface to safely lift and remove stains.
You need a simple way to whiten your teeth. Without strips, without trays, without going to the dentist. And it was about time that a product was developed that you would be able to do that with just brushing.
And now Smile Actives is even better with new Pro Whitening Gel with 33% greater whitening power, clinically shown to whiten teeth faster, up to 8 shades. 100% of users saw whiter teeth. on food stains, coffee and wine stains, even on veneers, crowns, and dentures.
I eat the blueberries, I drink the coffee, and I know that Smile Actives will keep my teeth white every day.
If you could use something so easy like Smile Actives to take yellow teeth to white teeth, why wouldn't you?
Why spend hundreds of dollars for whitening treatments at the dentist when now you can whiten your teeth with new Smile Actives Pro Whitening Gel every time you brush your teeth?
Prepare your teeth for this holiday season and call or go online now. And for a limited time, get Pro Whitening Gel for just $24.95. Order in the next 5 minutes and buy one, get one absolutely free. Plus, you'll receive our Smile Actives Tartar Control toothpaste also absolutely free as our gift to you. Pay only $24.95 and save over 65% when you order today. And we'll even ship Smile Actives to you absolutely free. If you are not loving your whiter, brighter smile, then return the bottles within 60 days and we'll give you your money back. So call or go online now and take advantage of this special holiday offer.
Vols loss in the college football playoff also marked the end of a career for former Sullivan East standout Dane Davis. From walk-on to an important cog in the offensive line, the senior definitely left his mark on Tennessee football. Lauren Bradford had a chance to sit down with him to talk about the ride.
This segment is sponsored by Food City, the official supermarket of the Vols.
Joined by Dane Davis, going into your 6th year here at Tennessee. Originally from Bluff City, though.
Yeah.
It's kind of the thought process to stay at home and to go kind of local for college.
Yeah, always growing up around Tennessee football. Always wanted to play on Saturdays, wear the orange. So when it came down to the decision to make that, it wasn't a very hard decision. So just Knoxville was home for me just as much as Bull City is. So being able to play here at the University of Tennessee and win a two-year Saturday has been a true blessing.
Here as a preferred one, earned a scholarship, and now you've been contributing throughout your career. What kind of journey like to come as a walk-on?
Yeah, it was betting on myself, my family betting on me, risk and taking out student loans, cover those expenses being a walk-on, and it's truly what it is. You have to take a risk not knowing what's in front of you, but knowing that you're going to give everything you have to it, put your best foot forward in everything you do, whether it's off the field in your education or it's here on the field trying to earn a scholarship. But I believe that's what I did for the first 2 years here, and obviously it paid out for me in the end, getting a scholarship from Coach Pruitt before he left, and then playing, ready to go play.
School aspect, leaving here with the Masters, how much was your education to stay here at Tennessee?
Only this weekend, and I believe I'm the first one in my family to get a master's degree. There's been a few in my family get a bachelor's, but to be able to push forward a change that, for my future family, getting a master's degree, leaving here with 2 degrees, I feel like not only accomplishes a lot for myself, but my future family. I know it will help me a lot moving on in life, whether that's in football or after football in a career. So I think it'll be great.
It was quite a ride for the Tennessee Vols, and News 5 was there the entire way.
Running through that tee is going to be a romanticized moment.
When we come back, we will look back on some of our favorite coverage of the year. Plus, we will head back to Columbus, where Cole Johnson and Lauren Bradford will have a look back on the season that was for the Vols.
Dogwood Enterprises is pleased to present a newly constructed mobile home park in the city limits of beautiful Bristol, Tennessee, with homes starting at $85,000. Dogwood Enterprises is your place for affordable housing. To learn more, visit dogwoodenterprisestn.com.
Mary had a little lamb laid in a manger low, whose blood was shed in death for us to wash us white as snow. That's really the primary purpose of that first Christmas. God the Son became a man to die on the cross for our sins. Behold the Lamb of God who stands ready to forgive you. Here's how to have a Merry Christmas and, more importantly, a happy eternity. Give your heart to Jesus.
If you're watching this Gerber Life Guaranteed Life Insurance commercial, there's a good chance that you're alive. And if you're not, well, this may not be of interest to you. Now, I know what you're thinking. Life insurance? I'm going to live forever. Death is what happens to other people. Well, for the sake of argument, let's assume you're wrong and that someday you won't be watching TV anymore. I know it's not easy to talk about, so I'll do the talking. If you're 50 plus and alive, you can apply for Gerber Life Guaranteed Life Insurance with guaranteed acceptance, regardless of your health. And since this life insurance is guaranteed, you don't have to get a medical exam. In fact, you don't even have to fill out a health questionnaire. For a free quote, just call 800-441-3797. Then, when you stop, if you stop watching TV, your family can use the insurance money to help cover your final expenses or anything else. For a free quote, call today, 800-441-3797. Your kids already inherited your ears, allergies, and questionable singing voice. Don't make them inherit your final expense tab, too.
Dogwood Enterprises is pleased to present a newly constructed mobile home park in the city limits of beautiful Bristol, Tennessee, with homes starting at $85,000. Dogwood Enterprises is your place for affordable housing. To learn more, visit dogwoodenterprisestn.com.
Welcome to the Jennifer Hudson Show. I got a few ladies here that you have inspired. Let me show you how we do it. It feels so good to just be in the presence of this
The
joy.
Jennifer Hudson Show, today at 2 on News 5.
We have covered Tennessee football like no other season thanks to our Tennessee Volumes Report. We look back at some of our favorite reports now from the past year.
This segment is sponsored by Food City, the official supermarket of the Vols.
We are now less than 24 hours away from kickoff as Knoxville prepares to transform into one of the best environments in college football.
Running through that tee is going to be a romanticized moment that I don't want to say I've been waiting for, because every day I get up and work towards a goal. So I feel like the energy will be very high.
The moment players have been waiting for, taking the field for the first time this season. But Coach Heupel's message to the team is to take in every experience the day has to offer.
Enjoy the journey of leading up to kickoff. That's Vol Walk. It's, your experience at the hotel, hanging out with your teammates. It's seeing your family there in town, and certainly running through the tees. So soak all those things in. I think that helps you enjoy the journey, makes you better for the next week.
While it's important to prepare for the weeks to come, the focus this week is on the mocks. As another season kicks off, it's all about that 1-0 mindset, with Tennessee taking on Chattanooga at 12:45 tomorrow. Reporting from Knoxville, I'm Lauren Bradford. So far this season, it seems like new players are getting their shot each week. But how will Tennessee's starters handle their biggest test yet?
This will be a 60-minute football game. You got to be physical at the line of scrimmage. You got to win one-on-ones out on the perimeter, and you got to play with an aggressive, competitive composure for 4 quarters in this football game.
On the offensive side, it'll be the balanced attack that will allow Tennessee to break through.
When you have studs outside, and Brew, Chris, Dante, all those guys, Squirrel, and the secondary is worried about them, and then you got a stud run game, so your linebackers are worried about that. That just opens everything up. And so just to be able to be really good in all phases, it opens things up for us tight ends.
Defensively, it's once again the depth that will allow for 100% effort 100% of the time.
With the rotation being so deep, you can go out there and go hard every play that you're out there, because you have somebody that can come in behind you and give the same effort and the same production that you can give, so it's like no fall off. You can throw so many people at them, by the time the fourth quarter comes, they're tired. But you never know. It's just all about our preparation and staying ready for the game.
Gearing up for a full 60-minute fight, the Vols will have to depend on the depth they've developed come Saturday. Reporting from Knoxville, I'm Lauren Bradford. While the Tennessee Volunteers suffered a loss on the field on Saturday, it's incomparable to the losses the communities of Northeast Tennessee have seen in the aftermath of Hurricane Helene. Vols offensive lineman and Bluff City native Dane Davis took time on Sunday to return home. He got emotional when reflecting on the impact to the region.
One of my best friends I fish with a lot in the off season, his family owns a, sorry, it troubles me a little bit. His family owns a farm. They've lost 4 houses on that farm that were swept away by what was about a 6-foot wide creek. And just to see the videos and everything, you know, we were able to drive up there yesterday, and you're just driving up the mountain and you look off the side of the road and there's a car wrapped around a tree. There's a house that's been completely ripped off its platform. You know, and there's a lot of people up there that need help. It's just really sad to see what's come to the region.
Davis spent last week collecting donations via GoFundMe and was able to distribute much-needed items to the area.
We took about $4,500 worth of groceries and other items that was needed. Just trying to use my platform to help those people back home.
Continuing to support the region, Davis is keeping the GoFundMe open throughout this week with plans to return next weekend to bring a second round of supplies.
There's people out there that's able to donate. There's people that really need it.
Davis encouraging fans to give what they can as he continues to give back to his hometown and the surrounding communities. Reporting from Knoxville, I'm Lauren Bradford.
The season may have just now ended, but it is already time to start looking forward. When we come back, Lauren and Cole are back to look forward at the Tennessee football program.
My favorite Christmas tradition is every Christmas morning before me and my sister would go down and find my parents in the living room, we would open our own Christmas presents at the Christmas tree in our bedroom.
Merry Christmas from News 5 WCYB.
Ready to have some fun? Somebody's having a night tonight.
Tonight at 7 on News 5 WCYB.
Look out, 'cause here I come. Have you always had trouble with your weight? Same.
Discover the power of Wegovy.
With Wegovy, I lost 35 pounds. And some lost over 46 pounds.
And I'm keeping the weight off.
I'm reducing my risk. Wegovy is the only weight management medicine proven to reduce risk of major cardiovascular events such as death, heart attack, or stroke in adults with known heart disease and obesity.
Don't use Wegovy with semaglutide or GLP-1 medicines or in children under 12. Don't take if you or your family had MTC, MEN2, or if allergic to it. Tell your provider if you plan to have surgery or a procedure, are breastfeeding, pregnant, or plan to be. Stop taking and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or any of these allergic reactions. Serious side effects may include pancreas inflammation and gallbladder problems. Call your prescriber if you have any of these symptoms. Wegovy may cause low blood sugar in people with diabetes, especially if you take medicines to treat diabetes. Call your prescriber about vision changes, if you feel your heart racing while at rest, or if you have mental changes. Depression or thoughts of suicide may occur. Common side effects include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, constipation, stomach pain, flu or upset, headache, feeling tired, dizzy or bloated, gas, and heartburn. Some side effects lead to dehydration, which may cause kidney problems.
With Wegovy,
I'm losing weight.
I'm keeping it off.
And I'm lowering my CV risk. Wegovy. Ask your prescriber about Wegovy.
Ended the way the Vols wanted to, but there is still plenty to be optimistic about this Tennessee program moving forward. Let's head back out to Cole Johnson and Bradford, who have more on lessons learned from 2024.
This segment is sponsored by Food City, the official supermarket of the Vols.
Well, it was another successful season for the Tennessee Volunteers in the Josh Heupel era, another 10-win season, but it did come to an end on Saturday night in Columbus, losing to the Ohio State Buckeyes 42-17 in the first round of the college football playoff. Cole Johnson, Lauren Bradford, as we kind of just look back on this season, it's not the expected or wanted outcome, but this is it for the Vols as their trip comes to an end in what was a cold one from Columbus, 20-degree temperatures. They're trying to warm themselves up and get out to Pasadena to play top-seeded Oregon in the Rose Bowl, but that will be granted to the Ohio State Buckeyes for a rematch there. And Lauren, it's tough to kind of look at it in a positive way because it just turned out so roughly if you look at it from the outside, but they took a big step forward this year.
It is. Obviously, it's not the way that you wanted to end a season when they had so much to look forward to heading into the season, so many pieces throughout the season that were just kind of, I don't want to say shocking, but I think that they just over-delivered early, kind of set the bar really high. And so the Tennessee Vols fans are slowly getting back into that culture of expecting to win, whereas that hasn't necessarily been the case in recent years. Josh Heupel has built this culture, and a big part of that has been around this group of seniors that stayed with the program when Heupel joined, and it was able to build a culture here that will continue to grow and flourish with all of those seniors leaving their mark on the young guys that are still in Tennessee and will be in Knoxville next year.
Yeah, and when it comes down to, you know, those guys that will be coming back, though, I think they took a lot of strides in that kind of it. If you look back on the season, I mean, there was ups and downs, but I think we could say that Nico Iamaleava's just step forward, I think, was big at the quarterback position. Obviously didn't have the best night on Saturday, but he used his legs quite a bit. I think that's something, optimism there, is that he knows how to use his legs. But the guy in the backfield that it just didn't go well this time around, but a guy they leaned on so in a historic year was Dylan Sampson.
It was. He set so many records this year. He did great things for them. I think he ended with 22 touchdowns this season. Just impeccable. And he truly was the it factor on this Volunteer team. He got him going when they were struggling, and he made a difference in so many games this
overall feeling coming out of a loss where they felt like they were right there and it just didn't happen. What were you feeling like with the frustration turning into optimism, though?
I think it was just there was optimism around getting to this point and understanding that you were good enough to get to this point and the amount of work that it takes to get to this point. They know what it takes to get here. Now that they know, you know, next year you're going to have to do a little more. You're going to have to figure it out and make sure that you can make that next jump. And it's going to be, everyone's got to buy in and be 100%. And, you know, as their offensive coordinator was talking about after the game, there are a lot of open positions. There are a lot of spots up for grab. You have a ton of offensive line, defensive line, your running back, wide receivers, so many holes to fill. And it's like, obviously, the transfer portal, you're going to have some guys via that. But you're also, everybody has an opportunity to step up and show their worth. And, I mean, it's all ahead of them. It's up to them to put the work in and to earn that spot.
Well, another 10-win season for the Vols. It's one they can look back on and build off of, as you said. So, but that's it. I mean, college football is a wrap for our coverage for the Tennessee Vols this season. But it was a great ride.
It was fun.
It was a good ride.
We had a lot of fun, both of us, I think.
Yeah, love talking about them on our podcast every week. They're kind of the highlight of it most of the time, the best program, you know, across our region. But with that being said, that'll be a wrap here. Lauren Bradford and Cole Johnson from Ohio Stadium in Columbus.
When Tennessee Volume A Season 2, remember, continues, we'll put a final bow on the Tennessee Vols 2024 team.
Experience relaxation at its finest with our American-made hot tubs and cold plunge spas made right here. By selling directly to our customers, we keep prices low and quality high. American-made spas starting at just $24.99. Shop us now at hottubsusa.com.
Closed captioning of News 5 programs is funded by a grant from...
Get 10,000 off MSRP during the model year-end sales event. Friendship Ford, Bristol.
We're dealing. Johnny Brusco's New York-style pizza, where family, food, and fun come together. Visit us today.
The 2024 football season is now over for the Tennessee Vols football team, but we will leave you now with some of our favorite moments from the past year. For Cole Johnson and Lauren Bradford, I'm Heather Williams. Have a Merry Christmas.